Oh, dude, this is a big fish.
I caught this bass in like a foot of water.
Oh yeah, we got something good. We got something real good, guys. All right, guys, so that's enough fishing. It's been an absolute fiasco trying to get a big enough fish to really stretch the limits of this reel. We definitely came close. We got that 8. Fortunately, there was no audio with that, but we caught a ton of snakeheads and it survived, but not without complaint. I mean, just take a listen to this thing. Yeah, it's definitely whining, that's for sure. But you know, just as a comparison, I want you to listen to my Daiwa Tatula, which is my dedicated snakehead reel. It's caught tons of fish over the past 3 years. I've never maintained it, but just take a listen to this dude right here. It is, just listen. So yeah, night and day difference between the cheap dude and the not really expensive, but definitely, well, it's $140 more than this guy. So yeah, it's the expense range is, it's pretty big, but you know, this guy stood up to it, but now we're gonna start putting this dude to the test. I'm gonna actually take the reel handle off of this dude, attach it to my drill, and we're gonna do some high speed reeling. I've got the line taped off here. So if you guys notice that electrical tape, it's just so we don't get any noise from the line smacking around and stuff. And then we're going to monitor the temperatures of that reel to see if we can get some hot temperatures and just to see what happens. And then if that doesn't do it, we're going to move on to the next test. So check this out. This is the setup. I've got the trigger taped on my drill here. It's just electrical taped. And then the battery is almost all the way in. You see the light still works, but the drill's not operating. So once I, you know, just click it into place, the drill will go full speed, which is then attached directly to the reel. And then I've just got this little rod right here for support. But yeah, that's the rig. Let's do it. All right, so before we start, just taking the temperature of the reel. It's about 82. Gonna click the battery into place in 3, 2, 1. Attempt number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Doing a quick temperature check. We're definitely getting some heat, that's for sure. So not by much. Definitely doesn't feel hot to the touch. So let's keep on going. 3, 2, 1. Checking the temperature again. It's definitely climbing up there. Now, again, this is the exterior of the gear housing, so that means, I mean, who knows how hot the internal gears are getting. I'll just give you guys an up-close look at what I'm doing to get this thing going. So again, I've got this taped off right here, the trigger, and then I slide the battery in just like this. Get it going, almost to the point where it's gonna catch, and then you just simply click it in and go. All right, that's it. We are out of juice. Line tie is the hottest external, about 89. Oh, here we go on this side. We're getting 90 externally. Yeah, I can feel it in the line tie for sure. I definitely feel that it's getting hot, but I don't really feel it anywhere else. All right, guys, so I've got the reel back together, and it might be just a hair louder, but you know, I'm gonna have to say there's virtually no difference from the high-speed reeling whatsoever. So it seems like when this reel was starting to make noise when I was out fishing it, it was because we were putting torque on the reel, and they had a load on them while I was winding it in. And obviously, when you're reeling in a fish, it's much slower than what we were just doing with the drill. So I have to find a way to put torque on this. Well, I think I came up with something. What we've got going on here is I have the reel attached to the trailer hitch of my Volkswagen, and then if we follow the line all the way over to here, I've got it tied up
to this post right here. Basically what I'm gonna do is I've got the drag locked and set pretty much almost to full max, and I'm gonna take off in that direction with the Volkswagen, and we're gonna see how the drag holds up to this type of, you know, full abuse. This is gonna be like a 100-yard dash down the road here, and I don't know, I hope to see something happen here. So let's hop in the Volkswagen and let's do it. Wow, man, I could hear that thing making some noise in the car. Let's see how the drag works. All right, just make sure we're engaged. Yep. So, all right, I can pull the drag pretty easily. Yeah, I don't know. The drag seems to have gotten beat up a little bit. I mean, yeah, I can. It's pretty tight. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and we're just gonna lock it down all the way. Ah, there, let's give this a shot. Yeah, I mean, I could pull it, but just barely. So we're gonna give that a shot. All right, we got everything rolling. I'm gonna take off kind of easy because it's pretty tight, so I don't want this line to snap. All right, here we go. Oh, wow, I can hear, it's so loud. All right, let's go check it out. All right, so I reeled back in all the line and, whoa, holy crap. Oh my gosh, the star drag is freaking on fire. Let's see, so I haven't touched the drag at all. I mean, aside from just, oh my gosh, that star drag is freaking on fire. So let's just see what happens. Yeah. I don't know. I think it feels, I mean, this drag is, I can't lock the drag any harder. And I mean, I'm getting a little bit of a backlash here, but it's definitely a lot easier to peel off the drag. So I think what I'm gonna have to do, just make sure, yeah, the drag is fully locked. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to basically just go as fast as I can and rip off all the line on this reel until, you know, the knot breaks on the spool, and I don't know, we'll just go from there, guys. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. All right, I definitely could hear that thing whining. It really, really was loud. So I'm gonna go back up and let's go check it out. All right, let's check out how bad this is. Oh my gosh. Whew. Guys, that star drag is freaking burning. Oh man, and listen to the reel. Yeah, she's definitely not liking this at all. Wow, that reel is not liking it whatsoever. I'm gonna tie the line back on and test the drag real quick. I'm gonna get a good amount of line here and wrap it around my hand, and we're gonna see what happens here. All right, you guys ready? Oh my, I don't even have to wrap it around my hand. Oh my gosh. The drag, one-handed. The drag is absolutely done, you guys. It's done. And I mean, if you guys pull out some line again, I mean, I don't know if the camera can pick it up from here, but listen to this. This reel's toast. It's done. So I'm gonna take it off the hitch, and I think I've got an idea to test it out even further. So let's check that out. Oh yeah, we're running it over, baby. We are running it over. I'm not entirely sure what's gonna happen here, but this just seems like the next logical thing to do to this reel. So let's do it. All right guys, here we go. Gonna ease up on her. All right, I feel it, we just touched. Oh man, there's crunching. Ooh, that did not sound good. Let's go check it out. All right, let's go see what happened here. Oh, check this out, you guys. It's done. It's completely done. Yep, that reel does not run anymore. It doesn't. When you wind the handle, it doesn't move the spool at all. Now guys, I know what you're thinking. I did tighten the drag all the way, because if you back the drag off all the way, you're not going to be able to reel and make the spool spin. Well, I made sure to tighten the drag, and it's done. All right, I ran it over a couple extra times just for good measure. I haven't looked at it yet, so let's get down here and take a look at it. Oh, damn. It popped the side cover off. Man, take a look at this thing. She is destroyed. There is no way that is gonna work at all. Holy crap. Woo, guys, let me tell you, it's an absolute scorcher out here today. Hopefully you guys can read that. It is 90 degrees out here. And it's Florida, so the humidity factor is like through the roof. I had to find some shade. So the reel, we definitely ended its life. I mean, it's done. Yeah, the side cover doesn't even come on, and she's toast, guys. Okay. So the Ultima DMX DM120LG-S. To be perfectly honest with you guys, that reel is actually not all that bad. For $23, it is a pretty decent reel. Now, the only problems I had with it was setting the little brakes on the inside on the spool. Those things, they seem to pop off. They didn't really work all that well. That was the only real issue, aside from it starting to make some noise as I was really grinding fish in and putting pressure on the reel. You know, it sounded like the gear started to come out of alignment. So, you know, prolonged use, I really don't think this reel is going to last. But hey man, if you're in a pinch, it's worth a shot. I also recommend this reel if you are learning how to use a bait caster. You know, my personal opinion, you don't want to spend a lot of money on your first bait caster. Sure, you can go out and get like a Shimano Metanium, spend like $350. As you're figuring out how to use a casting reel, you're going to get lots of backlashes. It's going to be a learning process. It's not going to happen overnight or in one day or 2 days. It's going to take multiple days, multiple fishing sessions to learn how to use a bait caster, and even longer to use it proficiently. So by getting a cheap reel, you are going to feel good about your purchase and not get frustrated at a $350 piece of equipment. My first bait caster actually happened to be a Abu Garcia Silvermax. That thing was like $40, and I absolutely destroyed that reel in the course of learning how to use it. So I'm glad I didn't go and pull the trigger on a really expensive reel just to freaking just mess the whole thing up. All right guys, so I had a lot of fun testing out this reel. I had even more fun destroying it. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. My name is Eric, this is the Flowbass channel. If you like this video, you guys know what to do, and if I earn your subscription, that is absolutely amazing. I make new videos every single week, so be sure to stay tuned and make sure you get out there, be inspired, and go catch some more fish. I'll see you in next week's video. Peace out. Whoa!